We are doing a spoiler discussion for Deadpool Wolverine. We left it a couple of days just because we wanted enough people to see it. We didn't want to be the reason why it got spoiled for you.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, there is a spoiler-free review out there. So if you want to hear someone talk about it, without spoiling it, we have a video for that. We've done that. But this is going to be more of not a review per se, more of a discussion of the little bits and bobs that happen in the film.
No, definitely. And before we get started, a friend of the channel, Bad Habits, has put up his spoiler review of Deadpool and Wolverine this morning for us. I've watched that this morning. Great, he had some great takes, different to us, like it is most times, but that's,
it's subjective.
It's so that's fine. So if you don't think our take is something you align with necessarily, go watch the Bad Habits video instead.
Yeah.
So anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine, we finally get to talk about it in full spoilery goodness. Oh my god. Where do we start? That opening montage, clearly.
Yeah.
Digging up Logan's body, dancing with it to In Sync, bye, and just snapping off bits of the adamantium skeleton, throwing them all around, just killing a fuckload of TVA agents. It's one of the scenes that I go back to, in the film, and it's like, we've seen it, 3 times now?
Yep.
3 times. And it reassures me that from the beginning of this film right to the end that it's just a fun blast. It's fantastic. But speaking of great scenes, you got one that sticks out to you? That's your favourite? Because we've got a favourite line, we just don't know if we could say it.
Yeah. There's quite a few... Oh God, there's quite a few different ones, to be honest.
You can't have just one favourite scene.
I think a lot of them are just really good, to be honest with you.
So, the opening scene, Deadpool travelling the multiverse trying to find a Wolverine is fantastic. The fight with Wolverine when they get in the void, escaping Nova's compound.
Yeah.
The fight in the car.
Yeah.
Is really good.
Yeah, there's a lot more fighting in this than I expected, to be honest. But
the fight at Nova's compound when all these characters get a time to shine, sorry guys, spoiler alert, we did say it. Channing Tatum as Gambit, Wesley Snipes as Blade.
Hell, fucking yes.
Yeah, fucking.
This movie does not disappoint.
Of Garner, as a lecturer, and Daphne Keane back as X-23, which I know they released that in a trailer a couple of days before the film came out. So
yeah, but again, if you've not kept up with it and you've kind of not really sort of kept up with it, it's still a surprise. It'll add to the surprise, but even then, it's nice. These cameos, what they did really great was they're not there for the sake of being a cameo. There is weight to them. We said this before, but
we said it in the non-spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, even Johnny Storm showing up, I thought that was going to be a funny gag. He jumps up, flames on, he gets knocked down. I thought he was dead when he got,
when he whacked his nuts on that.
Yeah, and he snapped his neck multiple times and had multiple head concussions. So I was really happy that wasn't the case. Obviously,
died not long after it.
Well, yeah, but the cameos were fantastic.
But he shouldn't have been talking shit about Cassandra Nova.
He should not have. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely this is something that I'm really happy, with the cameos, that they weren't just there for the sake of being there. I think there's maybe like one where it's, Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean...
It works though, Sabretooth.
It was just a nice little to it. Yeah. So, yeah.
But, no, look... The cameos work really well. Have you got a favourite out of the group? Out of Chris Evans, Wesley Snipes, Channing Tatum, Jennifer Garner, and Daphne Keane? Out of them ones.
I'll give it to Johnny. I'll give it to Johnny Storm.
Okay.
It was a very nice surprise seeing him on screen. I know
Yeah.
there's an advert for us in the UK where Chris shows up and he's doing an Audi advert just before the film.
Just before the film.
So,
comes
like,
out.
you know, it's kind of perfect that it lines with this, and it
In our
reminds
second
you.
showing, the guy sitting next to me said out loud, he says, "You better fucking show up as Johnny Storm."
Yeah.
And I felt like just holding his hand and going,
Yeah.
"Don't worry. You will not be disappointed."
I think it was like the third showing that we went to last night. Someone mentioned something about Johnny Storm, and
I think I heard that as well.
yeah, and we
Behind us.
looked, we looked at each other like,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, all the cameos were fucking fantastic as well. It was just, I don't know. I think the Johnny Storm one was just fucking amazing. It was so funny. It worked so well.
Look, I just loved seeing Channing Tatum as Gambit. That accent sucked ass, but sucked ass on purpose.
Yes,
And-
yeah. So if you're one of these people that are saying that, Gambit, you couldn't do a full film with him because you wouldn't be able to understand the accent, or it's too, it's very difficult to understand. They played that up for the jokes.
Yes.
Clearly, it's in the film. Deadpool makes jokes about it. It's played for the film because when there's bits when Gambit talks, like when
When
he's
you
speaking seriously,
when you really need to understand what he's saying.
he says it clearly, and it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum would have done a great job as Gambit in his own film. Again, I don't think we will get a Gambit film now. This is a nice...
I think he will be a member of the X-Men team we do get.
Potentially, we'll see. It depends on what they do after Secret Wars. Because they could be doing, like a full hard reset, so to speak. I get it, some of the characters are going to bleed over.
Yeah.
But with the X-Men, I don't know. I
don't know when he's talking about his dad putting buttery nuts in his mother. That were pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
We've got to mention it. The retired line.
Yes.
Yeah.
We won't say the word because apparently it's offensive.
Deadpool says to Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes had played. He goes, "I thought he was retired." He
Yeah.
just looks at him.
Yeah, we all know the line.
Yeah.
We're not going to say it here, obviously. Like, it is just a joke.
Yeah.
So just don't take it to full heart, I
And
guess.
it is a joke because it's hilarious.
Fucking...
Deadpool's gone again.
I know.
But yeah, another great line between Ryan and Wesley was when Blade says to Deadpool, he says, "I hate you" or "I don't like you."
Yeah.
And he goes, "I never did." And obviously, famously, Ryan Reynolds and Wesley Snipes did not get along at all on the set of Blade Trinity.
Yeah.
At all. So, yeah, that was fun to see. Jennifer Garner got some great stuff to shine with, but still, Blade is a mutant killing motherfucker in that compound.
Absolutely.
I think he has like the most notable kills. I think he takes out Toad, Azazel,
Yeah.
and I think someone else.
I like that they all sort of got like a nice little couple of seconds to show off their powers kind of thing.
Not wasted cameos. They got
Yeah.
a nice bit of time to shine.
Yeah.
And I know we're talking about the cameos here, but it is the spoilery stuff of the film, and that's what we're here to talk about. We've already talked about the emotion, and the comedy, which the comedy's great. Here's my favourite line actually. "Come again, this time in my ears."
Yeah. Yeah.
That is going to be
The whole film is fucking hilarious.
It's non-stop hilarious. And we're bouncing about here, but we're just saying it as we come to it. Jon Favreau, right at the beginning, we're trying to get into the Avengers. And they're on...
That was nice to see.
Yeah.
All the little trinkets and stuff. Cameo trinkets.
We're just waiting for the man, obviously, Tony Stark, to come. Mm-hmm. He says he doesn't do this sort of stuff anymore. You go, cameos? Entry-level meetings. So, yeah. Well,
I want to talk about the TVA a second.
the TVA.
Because I really enjoyed Loki, which is where TVA was introduced. Again, it's an issue of the rules of the multiverse. Now, when the TVA was introduced, I thought, okay, we're going to get some... These guys are going to be what help set the ground rules for the multiverse, at least for the MCU. they don't do that. They still sort of like spangle and go whatever direction they want. You know, at the end of season 2 of Loki, spoilers for Loki season 2 ending, he just sort of walks into the time stream and becomes the guy who holds time.
God of stories.
Yeah, it looks beautiful and the scene is sort of epic, but it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? What does this mean? Like, what are the implications of this happening? And again, that's the thing I was really worried about. It was cool to see the TVA pop up in this film, and they do play quite a substantial role. It's just, it suffers from that thing of like, okay, so a universe can end if there's an incursion. Okay. A universe can now end if an anchor being dies.
Yeah.
You know, fair enough. Maybe certain universes have sort of different rules. If it's like, you know, maybe the anchor being, it's like with Wolverine. What if Wolverine wasn't even born in that universe or something like that? The anchor being thing is cool, but I think it's massively flawed. But it works for this. It works in service for what they do in this.
Do you know what? I just want, jumping off the TV here, there's just one thing I want to add. I believe his name is Michael McFadden, the guy who plays Paradox, Mr. Paradox. Do you know what? My criticism of the film, I just think he overdid it a little bit sometimes.
I disagree. I think he really sort of just... I think he worked.
It's the one that got me was it needs a mercy killer, and I'm that mercy killer.
Yeah, he's a bit of a showman, I'll say that. But, you know, it definitely made him entertaining to watch.
The greatest showman.
Yeah. But definitely, I found it quite entertaining to watch him on screen. It didn't make him a boring, bland villain.
No.
You know, despite his sort of evil implications, I like that he's got sort of a subplot of he's doing this to sort of go up on the ranks of the TVA. You know, it's.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to work for the TVA. He wants to be.
Yeah, he wants to become the big boss.
Yeah, the TVA.
You know, he's trying to cut corners here and do things not so.
I just heard a symphony of clenched buttholes.
Yeah, so I'm fine with Mr. Paradox. I found him extremely entertaining. He worked well with Deadpool, you know, because it was just kind of like this high energy guy with Deadpool who is also high energy, but they sort of like just go back and forth with each other a little bit. But I don't have a problem with Mr. Paradox. I
don't have a problem with him. Yeah. It's just I feel like sometimes it just went just a little bit up, but
I was fine. I thought it was grand.
Minor thing. Yeah. We get Hulk cameo in this.
We do, yeah. We get
a Cavalrine.
Well, we get the actual Hulk that people have been wanting. So you know, alongside the brown and yellow suit for Logan, which a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I wish they'd do this one." But it's like, well, you've kind of got it. You got him in that suit briefly for a couple of seconds, but he looked really good in that suit. He looked fantastic.
Didn't you fight the Hulk in this outfit?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that were great. The ending though of the Deadpool and Wolverine fighting the Deadpool cop, Madonna playing, they're going for it.
Yeah,
gets nice Paul killed.
I want to say this: the CGI wasn't the strongest here. When it worked well, it looked fantastic. But there's certain bits where I'm like, you know, okay, that's not really Hugh Jackman there. You know, when they jump out of the bus at the end of that sort of like long all one shot fight scene, which again was fantastic. It did get a little bit messy at the end where you can kind of like not really tell what's happening.
Yeah, where's Deadpool? I know where Wolverine is.
Yeah.
Where's Deadpool?
Yeah, but you couldn't
There's a Deadpool that blows his own brains out.
Yeah, there's like, you know, there's a couple little things you can see. It does get quite messy towards the very, very end of that scene. But it's when they jump out of the bus, I'm like...
I think the jump, it would have been acceptable for the jump, it was the landing after. They kept CGI models after that.
Well, yeah, I think... So, Wolverine, obviously, we're not too familiar with seeing him with the cowl on and things like that.
So good, though.
When he put the cowl on at first, it did look a bit strange.
It did.
But when it cuts to the next shot afterwards and you see him, so it's clearly real now. It's there on his head. It looks fantastic. It looks great.
Oh, you saved that for special occasions?
Yeah.
Killing, mostly.
And when they jump out of the bus, obviously that's all CGI.
Yeah.
They're not really doing that, obviously. But it's when Deadpool sort of lands. I think Deadpool's real. It's Logan that's 100% not real. When he's just kind of like... He looks very flat. There's something really odd about it. But that's literally like my only criticism. After that scene and they go down into the underground bit and he's interrogating Mr. Paradox... It looks fantastic.
When they're trying to stop Cassandra Nova with a time ripper.
Yeah.
That is a great scene. And, it's... However you want to call it, the stop it with the power of friendship and holding hands, but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
And it fucking blows the suit off. And he's there, he's got his abs out. Deadpool's just like...
Yeah, I did find that a little bit odd. How sort of it would just Logan, you can't expect Logan's suit to actually be the one to stay on, but I mean, shit, it made for a funny scene, I guess.
I like the consistency of it as well, though. Like when they're lighting up and they've got all the antimatter and matter running through them.
Yeah,
you can see everywhere where Deadpool's been.
Yeah,
got. Yeah, and it's like that's why he's got the red suit because you don't notice stuff like that.
Yeah,
I've got the red suit so they don't see me bleed. And you would have seen a lot from this film, but right at the end...
You could see, obviously, Logan's skeleton light up as well,
yes.
Which is cool as well. Yeah.
No. I love this film. I don't know where I'm going to put it in my MCU ranking.
It's very high up.
It's definitely my favourite Deadpool movie, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Can I even call it my favourite Fox X-Men film?
I think so, you can, because...
I'm not gonna. I don't want to even put it in that conversation. I'll leave that to Logan.
Yeah,
Logan can have its number one spot there, but
let's say, all right, okay, let's be in the middle and say it's the best ending they could give to Fox.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
The best way to cap off the Fox universe, so to speak, because again, this is set in the Fox universe. We forget this is set in the Fox universe. Deadpool. It is set in a very variant version of the Fox universe, but it is set in the version of Logan. He does go to the MCU. Yeah. He does, yeah.
But he's kind of doing his own thing. And I love that line there. When he turns around to Logan, he's like, "Welcome to the MCU. You're joining at a bit of a low point, by the way."
Yeah. But it's okay. But, yeah. Do we think Logan will return, though? I think Deadpool will, obviously. I think we...
Do you know what? I'm more certain Hugh Jackman's going to return than Ryan Reynolds.
No, I think Ryan Reynolds is going to return just because.
Did you see him get asked if they were going to return in Avengers films?
What do you mean?
They got asked by an interviewer.
Yeah,
and they were both there like.
I think it's a case of they just can't say much at the moment.
No, they definitely can't, and especially with their film around the corner and coming out. I suppose they didn't want to say much.
Yeah,
because it's something that could have led on to spoil their film. But
yeah,
I'm very certain we're going to see Hugh Jackman. If we see Deadpool, I think it will be a small appearance in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Mm-hmm. Nearly said Kang Dynasty then. I think it'll be a very small appearance in them films, and then I feel we're gonna get a proper Deadpool 3 or.
We spoke about Comic-Con and we spoke about how Marvel are doing the title.
And to be fair, we wanted to wait and do the spoiler discussion to see what came out, so we kind of had. I feel like it wouldn't really matter now, though.
There's some bits.
Yeah.
The one thing I like to say is that after the Comic-Con stuff, I'm more certain that we're getting a Deadpool and something else movie, just because. This film is doing exceedingly well, and Marvel are looking at us like, okay.
This is going to be the highest opening for a R-rated film ever.
Yeah,
I think it's looking right now. We'll probably do a show tomorrow night, maybe, because we'll have House of the Dragon. We'll do box office numbers for this.
So, just going back to that though for a second, I think we definitely will get something else Deadpool related in the future. I think he will have his own feature film again because Ryan Reynolds can carry this. He's been carrying this all the way through. Don't get me wrong, the directors, everything like that, they've all poured their heart and soul into this, but Ryan has been there always. This is essentially his baby as well.
Ryan is the Kevin Feige of Deadpool related affairs.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
And look, he got Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick back for this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think we will get something Deadpool related. I don't think it'll be Deadpool 3. I think it'll be like Deadpool, and it'll be some sort of title. Because Marvel, like we were saying with the Comic-Con stuff, Marvel are doing this thing where we're not doing Thor 1, Thor 2, Thor 3, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. They're going Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man No Way Home, Far From Home, things like that. Deadpool is now taking that upon. It was Deadpool.
So we're going to get a
2.
series of Deadpool and this, Deadpool and then that.
I think so, yeah.
Deadpool and Gambit?
At least once. One film we will get.
Deadpool and Gambit?
That'd be a pretty entertaining film.
That's very low on the list, I think, if we was going to get one, but I'd like to see it.
Deadpool and someone. Or Deadpool and something.
If we're going to get anything, I think we'll get a Deadpool and Wolverine too.
I don't know about that. That's the one thing I'm a bit like, I don't know, because I feel like anything else we see of Hugh Jackman's Logan now, Wolverine, is going to be tied in with the Avengers films. I think this is a perfect send-off. Logan got 2 beautiful send-offs.
Yeah, he really did.
Why do you need to do this now, sort of? I think it'll hurt Deadpool and Wolverine, thus then hurting Logan. So, don't get me wrong, he might show up in the film, he might have like a cameo or something, but I don't think it'll be them two together. I certainly don't think Hugh Jackman will get another solo Wolverine film.
No.
But I am 100% certain that he's going to show up in...
At least Secret Wars.
At least
Secret Wars. Yeah, no, I just want to see Hugh and Ryan on screen together forever.
Yeah, they might do in Secret Wars. They might, might be a pair together.
And I'd like to see that in that, but that's going to be that PG-13 setting. I'd really love to see him just get let off the handle again. Which, I'm asking for too much. We've literally
you're asking for way much there, because I feel like we got everything
we wanted.
It satisfied us more than we could ever imagine with the R rating of these two characters.
Is it too bad to want more?
It isn't. It's not. But in this case, I think you don't want to push too far, because you might have a Thor: The Love and Thunder situation.
Well, I think you don't want to push too far, but they haven't let us down yet.
They have, but I mean, shit. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Right, guys. I think that'll do us for our spoiler discussion for Deadpool.
Yeah, a bit of a short one. We did have some ideas, but I think we're just kind of spouting about the plot of the film. But we had a bit of a discussion, I guess. Let us know what you thought of the film, of course. Let us know if you spotted anything.
Favorite?
Also, one thing: the post-credit scene does have something interesting. I've not seen this anywhere. This is a sort of. This is an exclusive, if you will. Not
Someone
really.
might have seen it now.
Someone might have seen it already.
You guys might have seen it as well.
Yeah, but at the end, the very last post-credit scene with Johnny Storm and him spouting off what he was saying about Cassandra. When you see Deadpool in the TVA saying, "Gotcha, you little fucker."
Well, even before that as well.
Even before that, yeah. There's a screen on the back left. So left of, when you're facing the screen, look left. You can actually see Gambit. Now, I saw Callum's seen it every time, haven't you?
2 times out of the 3.
I've only seen it barely just once. To me, it looked like he was still in the void, but Callum says it looks like in a city.
He's in a city.
So, I don't know. I'll have to see it again. But that's cool. That's nice to know that Gambit...
Well, yeah, because he got him to survive. He asked if they could,
Yeah.
So that's why we got X-23 back with Logan at the end, which was nice as well.
Yeah, it was 100% nice to see Gambit just get a nice sort of if any of the characters in this deserve something, it's Gambit. He deserves the most screen time because he didn't get his own screen time.
Which is like when they're talking about how they got there, the TVA just showed up and he was like, I don't know, I think I could have been born here.
Yeah, or it's like we get a chance to be remembered,
or even learn about me in the first place.
Yeah, and to save people, or to just I'm never saving anyone basically.
And then gets out of the car and I've got a chance to make a name for myself here. It's like make sure everybody know about this.
Yeah. Again, everyone now knows about this, and Gambit was fucking great. Channing Tatum was fantastic.
And the sound effects with the cards, with the...
Yeah, it didn't come off, with that cameo, it didn't come off as like, it's just Channing Tatum. It felt real.
Yeah.
It felt like this is someone who's, we could see more of kind of thing. Kind of like say, say like, it's not on the same level, but it's similar, where like, say, Black Panther shows up in Civil War.
Yeah.
This is a character that seems to be, coming back. It seems like there's something there to follow with the character. It seems like they've got a really good plan for him, kind of thing. That's the feeling I get with Gambit. I don't think we will get anything more of him. Maybe in Secret Wars we might. But it's nice to know that a lot of care and effort went into Gambit.
I'm kind of thinking we might get Deadpool and Gambit now.
Maybe.
Who knows?
We'll have to wait and see. We've got a lot already from Comic-Con this weekend.
Yeah.
We've just spoke about that, so if you're interested in that, our little, it's not really a breakdown, it's more of a discussion. But just our general thoughts. So
our general thoughts. Let us know what you think of more videos like this, and me and Kyle actually together in person, because I know we enjoy doing it like this a lot more.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit, it's a bit more of a setup, I guess you could say. But it's definitely interesting. Obviously, we're using a green screen, just something a bit different. It's not perfect, I'm aware.
Undercunt from Down Under, Thundercunt, or whatever it called him.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're trying new things. We're giving it a go.
And after this is anal.
No. So yeah, the green screen isn't perfect. We haven't got on our proper setup done yet. We've just got on a makeshift. It's early days. We're testing things, and if it works, we will invest into it more and get it looking much better.
Yeah.
Spot on. Yeah.
Right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Perfection erection.
And let us know what your favourite scene of Deadpool and Wolverine is in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Show us to your mother. I haven't said that in a while. And we will see you guys later.
How later?
Yeah, 5 minutes.